welcome back to a new video. You join us inside an E30 where we are going to wire up some sound
from scratch
while there's nothing in this car yet. It's going to be the best thing to do while the carpet is still out. So we're going to do that. We're not putting any speakers or anything, we're just running the wires.
Yes.
But in order to do that, we need to find
power, speakers,
in all of this.
Ignition.
Yeah. And then when we are done, we're going to show you something cool that Jose is sitting on.
Yes.
Because those are now sort of done.
So whoever asks, my bum's here first.
No, it wasn't. I was there first.
No, this side.
Okay, fair. He had the left cheek first.
Yes. Let's see how we're going to figure this out, because it's already giving us a bit of a...
So first we're going to need to put a battery in because there isn't a battery. So let's give it some power so we can see where the power goes to. Pop the hood.
Popping hood.
This car doesn't have a battery, so we borrowed one from a Porsche.
Same but different. Hey.
Aww.
Doesn't fit.
It's the wrong way.
Whoa, let's do this side. Whoa.
I fuck, man.
Why you gotta be rude, bro? Why you gotta be so rude?
To die down.
Well, it has died down. Now, my question is, will we not need the key to test this?
The key's there. Look there.
Aren't you just a smarty pants?
Now does this go to the fuse box, right? Okay.
Yes, it does.
Now, I just want to check the voltmeter, make sure that we're getting power.
You guys are going to read upside down.
Thirteen good. 13 is good. Connect here, connect there. 13 is good. Okay, now we want to make sure that we are getting power in the fuse box. That means that the fuse, there's a 13. There we go. There's a 13. No, there we go. So that means that the fuse box
It's operational.
is getting power. Is getting all the power. Which is great news because now we can go inside the car. So we've determined that the speakers are this, which one? It's there. There we go. So these here are the speakers, and how we tested that was the voltmeter has a little key feature that when you touch them together, it does that. So if you put this one on this one, I touch it there.
Yellow and red.
So he's touching yellow and red there. If I touch yellow and red there, you can see.
I don't like that connection, but...
So that means that this wire is that wire.
Yes.
So that's how we know that's the speakers, because that's where the speaker goes over there in that corner. Okay, so we have decided that it has been a mission to find the factory wiring pins and wires in there, since there is no dash. So we don't know what goes where. And if we cut something, we don't want to cut something that we don't know. And then later on we find we've cut the wire for the computer. So we're going to leave that for now, and we'll wire the radio in once the dash is in and everything else is in, and then we know exactly what we're dealing with. So in the meantime, what we can do is run wire an amp wiring kit for some serious bass. Not really.
Do you know how big it's going?
Nah, not too. Oh, I don't know. I haven't spoken to him about that. Probably should have spoken to him about how big he wants to go. But knowing Ron, he's not going to be like me and go 25 million
And then he surprises
watts, and then he might. So this is a vibe wiring kit, which is quite pricey compared to like what you would get from Star Sound or Targa, but it's extremely good quality.
Shop now at ismotorsport.com.
Yes, you can do that.
Well, you can find it on ismotorsport.com and then come to ismotorsport.com to buy it.
No, depending on when you see this video,
True.
you might be able to just shop on ismotorsport.com.
True.
So that is a remote wire. Here is some speaker wire.
Oh, they give you some speaker wire.
They do.
Amazing.
And then you got your power and your ground, which is nice. I'm going to show you something really cool that they do for you straight out the gate. Check it that. Done.
It's already installed.
Standard.
Champions.
And they do it for your ground as well. Done. Standard. And then they give you extra pins and stuff. So if you have spay terminals, if you need, depending on what you need, you've got it all. For your speakers, for your power, more covers, cable ties, grommets. Nice.
Doohickeys and doodads.
And twisted RCAs.
Now tell us why that's important.
I don't know why it's important, I just know. Twisted RCAs are better than normal RCAs. So hold on. The Vibe triple shielded RCA cables are full oxygen free. Oxygen free copper. Maybe I should stop when there's a full stop. For ultimate connectivity. The foil and conductor braid shielding construction rejects image interference and distortion. So it will help a bit with the static and all of that, and apparently it's good signal RCAs. So good signal RCAs, guys. That's all I can tell you. So since the RCAs and the remote wire, they're going to be going to the back of the radio together, and they don't really interfere with each other, they can go together. So I'm just going to tape them up, and then I'm going to give a bit of extra length for the remote wire, because it's always a headache to like wire it in the dash, or and since the remote wire is longer than the RCAs, we can do that, and then we can just snip what we don't need once we do the install. Okay, so then we can take the battery out because
We're not going to be using
we're not going to use it. There we go, out it goes. And then there is a wiring grommet right over there.
Right over.
So this is going to go through it as well.
I can't see what you're doing, so I'm just going to wait for the wire to come up.
That's a good idea.
Are you winning?
I like to believe.
Seems like you're having a bit of a hard time.
I am. Could you imagine how much harder this would be if there was a windshield and a dashboard? Crazy. Through. So it's going to attach there, but what we need to do first is put a fuse on it. So it would help if there was a battery, but there isn't. So yeah.
But you give it some slack anyway, and it's better to have your wires.
Yeah, because then once the battery's in, we can always just pull it a bit into the dash, and it'll be cool. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna snip it here, and then we're going to attach our fuse, which came with the kit. So another reason why this thing is super cool, it's got an extremely small fuse holder with a 100 amp fuse. So it's a quite nice and discreet fuse holder that can literally sit behind the battery over there, wherever. That's the point.
Touche.
So let's snip that wire and put this fuse on, and then we know we're done with this bit. Okay. So what I like to do to get it right and spot on is you take the pin out basically as far as it will go, and then you put the wire in as far as that, or you can even measure with your thumb. So you see, so I want to strip that much wire off so that it sits in there without any wire sticking out. So I'm going to take a blade, my way of doing it. Oh, this blade is quite nice.
It is new.
And there we go. So that is like pretty much all you need for it to sit nice and tight inside there. Give it a good twist. And then you tighten it down on this side. Look how nice and clean that is. No wire sticking out. It's straight in.
To the other side.
Now we go to the car to do the other side. Sick. And that is our power wire.
Here's the cover.
Fused up, probably at the table. Is it there? It is there. It must be there. So there.
It is.
And that's it. Fused up. And then we can take some wire and pull it back. And there you go. Fused up. And also, just a side tip, you always want the fuse as close to the battery as possible. It just saves you a lot, because the problem is if the fuse is like in your back seat or where there's carpet and stuff and it gets hot, then it melts and then it's gonna make your carpet icky and might melt
Catch
the carpet.
on fire.
There. So best to
Changing
have
it is better too.
Best to have your fuse in the engine bay or as close to the battery as possible. So if your battery's in the boot, like a certain 7 series person that we know,
Yes.
put it as close to the battery as possible.
And it also makes it easier to change the fuse.
Yes, that is true.
Okay, so now we need to find our way into the
We need to run this wire under our 135i rear seat and into the back.
I wonder if we just need to take the seat out,
Maybe.
which I did not want to do.
So we're gonna run our power cable underneath our 135i rear seat.
So just right under there.
Yeah. Right under here and then into.
So I need to go into the back and see if I can find
Yes, you do.
your access hole.
If you can see it in there.
Where? I can hear it. I see it. Oh, yeah, I got it. Yay!
Pull him, pull him, pull him, pull him. Pull him. Pull him some more. Wait, wait, wait. Stop pulling.
Okay, why are you pulling it out?
Because it's knotted. Okay.
No?
No, that's fine.
Yep, but that's a lot. So
No, but it's fine. We can always cut it when
No, yeah, I'm just saying we have more than enough space.
Yeah.
So now we have to do the same thing we did with this for the RCA and remote. And then we're pretty much done with this car actually. But for this one, we're going to run it
That side.
on this side of the car. And are we running it down the tunnel or on the side?
Well, let's see if there's an entry point on this side.
Well, I mean, we could put it down anyway. It could go across because there's no carpet, regardless.
Yeah, but you see if there's an entry point over there. If there's an entry point on this side.
Oh, well, I don't know where you saw the entry point. So I'm going to let you do that. And, wait to receive.
Yeah, I'll give it to you through the back.
Don't do that.
Yeah, yeah. It'll have to come in through the back. There's no other option.
The things you guys hear.
Ah, that's some bad news.
What?
It might have to come in through the top
Why?
because there's no space there.
It's coming in through.
You see it?
Right here. More than anything, it's important not to have your power wire and RCA wires. Why do I only have one RCA here? Most importantly, it's just important, I don't have the remote wire.
It's coming. Pull. Pull. It's coming.
I'm trying to find it, bro.
Pull, son.
Huh?
Pull.
It's tight, bro.
Pull. Oh wait, it's caught the sun visor again. Okay, sure.
Yeah, what I was saying was, what's most important is that you have your RCAs coming from a different place than your power. So sometimes they'll run them on opposite ends of the transmission tunnel. That works, but most of the time, if the car already has interior, it's just easier to do left and right. And in this case, there's no carpet, so if you want to move it, it's not a train smash. But the wires are in, and now if the carpet goes on top, the wires lay where they lay, and it doesn't cause too many issues. So that's about that with that.
And also, if they are ran separate, then you have less chance of there being interference.
Yes. Have you guys ever heard those cars where, when the sound is on, you hear you can hear the revs through the speakers, and when they turn the car off, you can't hear it anymore. And when they rev the car up, then you can hear it through the speakers. That's why.
Sometimes, well, not that's why, but sometimes that could be your problem. Other times it's a grounding issue. Other times your RCAs need a ground loop insulator, or you're getting interference from another source in the car. But
just keep them separate and you'll be fine.
Just to be safe, keep them separate. It's one less problem you have to worry about.
So now that we're in the back, this car does not currently have speakers in it, and I'll show you something. The speaker wire that is in it looks like that.
Yes. And then on top of that, right, we're getting continuity on that one to the front.
Yes.
But not on this one. So there's a problem with this speaker wire somewhere. So what we have decided to do
Let's just run new ones.
is run new ones, because we're gonna be running an amp in here any which way. We don't need speaker wire going to the radio. So we only need the RCA coming from the radio to the back, and then this is gonna go to all the speakers. Yep.
So if it's up to us, we'd yank all of this out. Maybe we do, but it's not worth it. But we're not going to be using them. And because, again, no interior and no windscreen, you literally just drop the wire and it comes out through there.
So we're just
But why
gonna
don't you drop all four? Just drop two.
No, I'm gonna cut it. Oh, go and cut it. It's still on the wire. Oh no, you can pull one out. I'm still gonna.
Yeah, but we can do this because there's no interior.
Why can we do this?
Because there's no interior.
No. What does thingy say?
So,
That guy who built the Miata.
What?
Why does a dog lick its balls? Yes.
Dog's balls, yes.
Dog's balls. The question is, why does a dog lick its balls? And the answer is quite simple.
Because it can.
There we go.
Yeah. So anything that is that simple is dog's balls.
If you could, would you lick your balls? No, but if you could. No, but now, you see, now you're lying.
What do you mean I'm lying?
Does the E30 have tweeters in the door pods?
It has tweeters on the A pillar.
On the A pillar?
Yeah.
Okay, so that won't be a problem.
Just like my one. You know where my tweeters are?
Yeah. Okay, so that won't be a problem. Because then we can just run a cable to the speaker, and then if Ron ever wants tweeters, what he can do is just put in a split system. And then it comes with the wiring up to the tweeter. Then it works great.
What I recommend in this case, because there's no speakers, tie it to something in the front.
God damn, there's no seat in this thing.
Actually, watch out, you're sitting on the headrest. You can't actually tie that end.
I can.
That's the end that you need to feed to me and then cut.
Why?
When you get to, because
Bucket seats, guys. Anyway.
Because, no wait, but give that end to me at the back.
Go, I'll give it to you at the back.
You know what? I'm not even going to. I was saying we need to do them on the other side, bro.
What?
The speaker wires. Don't you need to run them on this side?
We're gonna run them down the tunnel.
Down the middle?
Yeah. Okay.
My concern is it coming down with the thingy.
Huh?
My concern is it coming through with the power wire. Want to cause interference?
It's not coming through with the power wire.
Is it a different grommet?
Yes.
So run it to where you want it, cut it, and then run another one. Left hand side, front and back. Right hand side, front and back. Power, and then ground will put in once the amp goes in.
I want to tell you something, guys.
Don't tell me anything.
No, I want to tell you something, guys.
No,
I just
stop
experienced
recording.
the no, record.
Yeah, I'll just stop recording.
No, record. Don't be a puss. Give the people what they want. I just went through a traumatic experience. Something so traumatic, I wish it on no one ever. I just went through Khosi trying to make a joke. Where's the side cutter?
On your side.
Okay. It was sad. It was quite sad. Felt sorry for him. It hasn't been long since we were here last, so the only thing that was done, it's been like not even a week. So the only thing that was done since we were last here was the seat. So it wasn't quite as straightforward as we initially thought it was going to be. I'll show you what we're talking about. So previously you saw the seats were quite high up. So let me show you some work the Clarence had to do here. So as you can see, the metal has been cut right across there, right? And there, and welded. You see the angle on the seat, right? So if you cut out this section and try and bring this section down, then this piece sits here because it's missing that gradient there. You get what I'm saying now?
Now they get reduced.
So we had to, well, not we, Clarence, he's the one who fabricated all of this, had to cut it. So there's some welding here that is painted. So
There's two cuts.
there's a few cuts. There's one going right across. There's another one over there. And then over here, he had to cut and then reshape over there and re-weld it so that it meets that line. In addition to that, he had to cut the sponge as well so that it all lines up. And then he recovered it with the same material that was initially on it. They just had to cut and restitch. So let's put it all inside and then you can have a look at what it's sort of going to look like. It's not completely done, the side piece is not meant to be done. But because this was a lot more than initially anticipated,
Took much longer.
it took a bit longer. But it did come out sick. And if you look over here, he fabricated mounts so that it hooks up straight onto the factory E30 mounts there at the back. Sick. That's basically how it looks. So the only thing that needs to be modified now is the side pieces. And then yeah, once this, they're not door cards, side cards I guess, coupe cards. That piece goes in, it's gonna look so sick. With those pieces then, because those pieces just need to be basically folded over on the top just to match the seat line. And yeah,
That will be it.
that will be it.
Making progress on this thing. Sound wires ran. The seat has been cut and that's been installed as well.
And it looks sick. And it's comfortable.
Yeah. So yeah, catch
Guys,
us on the next one.
thank you so much for watching. When this video comes out, when will it be?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Is it New Year's? It might be the
It might be a new year. Oh yeah.
So in that case, Happy New Year. Merry Christmas.
Yes.
And it's like nothing changes around here. We just keep on doing what we're supposed to do. That's all we can do right now.
Actually. But yeah, thank you for watching, especially if you've been here since Feb. It's almost a year now.
Yeah. If you've been here since Feb, put it in the comments.
Yeah,
I want to personally thank you.
Actually.
Personally.
That would be nice. But yeah.
So yeah, if you guys are enjoying this boat,
Continue to like, continue to subscribe, share it,
continue to do all those things.
all the YouTube things.
So I'll see you in the next one. We'll see you in the next one.